Hey everyone, I'm Russ Frushtick, and what I'm about to do requires a little bit of explanation. So obviously this is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Based on the title of this video, as you probably guessed, we're going to open a crap ton of rare supply drops. How many rare supply drops? 100, which if you were playing normally and not paying any money, would take you, I would say, hundreds of hours. You earn about 2.5 crypto keys per match, and you need 30 crypto keys to open a rare supply drop, and we are going to open 100 of them. So you can do the math on your own. How did this happen? So this footage was taken at a review event for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare about a week or two ago. So this is all on debug servers. Infinity Ward basically granted people that were at the event a crap ton of keys and a crap ton of salvage just so we could see how the systems work and the supply drops work and stuff like that. None of this carried over to the main game, so if you're jealous of me, you shouldn't be. I'm stuck right there with you, opening crappy supply drops and not getting anything. But essentially, if you're curious what would happen if you open 100 rare supply drops right in a row, you're about to see what would happen because I'm about to play this video footage for you. So here we go. Let's rock and roll. There's our little robot friend there. And yeah, let's start it off. You can see 3,000 crypto keys in the top right there, as well as an insane amount of salvage that no human could ever earn on their own. And we're opening the first box, which includes the rare K-bar gun, a nice reticle, and a gesture, which you can activate with your left hand in the game, left on D-pad. You can pretty much do those whenever you want. There's a common NV4 assault rifle, a new emblem, and some salvage. We got a legendary calling card there, kind of like a bloody knuckle thing. We got some digital onyx shotgun camouflage and some salvage. Rare fibers camouflage for the knife, a new emblem, and more salvage. 11 salvage there. Salvage numbers might not match final game. They've said they've tweaked the earn rate on salvage a little bit, so that might not be exact, but it'll be pretty close. Oh, there's our first epic. The K-bar Invective. That was only 3 or 4 boxes we opened, I think. Yeah, we got our first epic. At the end of this, I'm going to go through and show you all the guns we unlocked, just so you can see, and camouflage and all that stuff, so you can see it in-game. There's another legendary. We got a body for one of the rigs. I missed which one. There's a Golden Dragon camouflage for light machine guns. Golden Dragon, one of my favorite camouflages in the game. Very cool looking black and gold dragons. And there's another epic. This one is a calling card, blinking eye thing, and a rare customization in the middle there. There's a rare, well, more epic. Jam, man, my luck. So there's another epic drop there, a bunch of salvage, and we got a rare gun in the middle. There's a legendary K-bar, yet another K-bar. We're getting a lot of those, common, and a rare striker body. Rare dot pitch camouflage. We're going to be seeing a lot of that, and some scratches camouflage. Camouflage works across all guns. So if you unlock a handgun camouflage, it'll work on all handguns. You don't need it for a specific handgun, which is really nice. It's definitely better than it was in Black Ops 3, which was specific to a specific gun. There's an emblem, rare emblem, and a common NB4, which you already had, and you can see a duplicate granted us some bonus salvage. More fibers camouflage, some rare salvage, and the Gulag calling card, legendary. There's a rare shoddy, rare assault rifle, NB4 again, and some scratches camouflage. Stud assault rifle, legendary package of salvage, and an emblem. So that stud assault rifle camo will work on all assault rifles, which is just really neat. Starry Night, one of my favorite camos in the game. It looks just like that on the gun. It's just like painted with cartoony stars. It's very cute. And a legendary package of salvage. 2 commons and a rare. A common type 2 assault rifle and a common spray paint. And some salvage. There's a rare light machine gun, the Titan, and some spray paint camo and that wounded calling card. There's a rare emblem for us and a common crossfade emblem and some salvage. Okay, there's another legendary golden dragon, which, as I've mentioned, I like a lot. Looks very cool. That'll work on all submachine guns now. There's a legendary package of salvage along with a rare package. So that was, yeah, 65 salvage plus the salvage bonus, which was 50. So a lot of salvage in that one. It's just kind of crummy, common, and 2 commons and a rare there. There's some honeycomb submachine gun camo and the rare KBS longbow. I believe that's the bolt action sniper rifle. There's another legendary. This is Spectrum V2 for handguns and a calling card. Rare phantom body, basalt. Two rares. We got that calling card. We got the Reaver shotgun rare. Pretty cool. Oh, there's a legendary Mauler. That includes the 25 kill streak nuke, which if you good enough to get a 25 kill streak, you kind of earned it. There's another epic calling card. This one is kind of an underwater looking thing. Pretty cool looking. I also like that T-Rex calling card. And pink launchers. Pink launchers for everybody. Legendary NV4 Fallout assault rifle and a duplicate Reaver rare and some salvage. There's a legendary Warfighter head. Tea Time for shotguns. Really cool camo Tea Time and the dot pitch. I really like Tea Time. One of my favorites. There's a little gesture for us and a rare light machine gun. We are down to 2,047 crypto keys. Making progress, about a third of the way through our batch. 2 rares there. We got the rare K-bar. That might fill all the K-bars. I think we got all the K-bars after that one. Another epic, the DCM-8 Masochist shotgun with lifelink, which comes with infinite ammo, but it steals your health when you shoot it. Very weird. Very Destiny. There's a modern history calling card. More fibers, more digital onyx. We've seen both of those camos quite a few times already. Okay, there's some more epic. Well, we got an epic package of salvage. 125 salvage from that epic package. The amount you get from the salvage cases, you'll notice, varies. It's probably within a range, so that was pretty good. That's 55 salvage from that legendary package of salvage, as well as a rare rare emblem. There's a gross vomiting emblem, I guess. Banshee legendary shoddy, pretty cool. Legendary body for the Merc and old school scoped reticle, as well as a dupe on that submachine gun. Rare calling card. Golden Dragon on launchers. We're getting Golden Dragon everywhere. Really wish I had some of this stuff in the actual game and not just on test servers that I can't use anymore. There's the epic shotgun for the Banshee. I believe it deafens people if you fire near them or something like it. I don't know how that's useful, but sure. Folded arms, the taunt, pretty weak. Colossus camouflage for light machine guns. Colossus looks like the X-Men Colossus. I'll show you after we open all these what all the camos look like that we've unlocked, just so you can get a sense, but it looks very cool. 2 commons and a rare. We got the common Mauler, which was a dupe. We had already had that one. There's a rare Hailstorm. Salvage and scratches. We're getting a lot of scratches. Quicksand. Tea Time. More Tea Time. Love it. And multitasking. Dupe on the Tea Time. Okay, we already had that one. There's a rare NV4, which I think we had. Yeah, all of those. We had all of those. All dupes. Two commons and a rare. Dot pitch. Dot pitch looks pretty cool. It's like a pixel art. Legendary KBS longbow and a rare reaver, as well as that stud camouflage. We are down to 1,500 crypto keys, give or take, about halfway done with our endeavor. There's a rare reticle, some salvage, and the thumbs up. Two of those dupes, well, obviously. Rare, DMR1, and two taunts, show off and forward salute. I think the taunts are universal across all characters except for the robot. I think. That's why it says human dash taunt. I think it only works on human characters. I think the robot has its own taunts. Starry Night, dot pitch, and the common raw light machine gun. More spray paint, another emblem, and a legendary package of salvage. Got the rare raw, which I think we had already. Yep. And then some salvage. There's a common emblem, Starry Night, and rare salvage. Legendary FTL body, rare tea time. Yeah, tea time's awesome. I like that a lot for handguns. Looks really good on the Ani. There's a new reticle and calling card common, and an EBR 800 common with stockpile. There's scratches. There's another epic. We got an epic calling card. The belt, asteroid belt, obviously. Kind of cool. Pretty good. I like the eye so far of the epic calling cards we've gotten. I think the blinking eye is very cool. There's a rare Titan, which I think we had. Yep. So you're seeing a lot of dupes, and we're not getting keys for the duplicates. We're getting more scrap. There's a kind of a neat butterfly reticle, Black Widow synaptic head, and a calling card. More Colossus, this time for assault rifles, and the Mercury head, and the ERAD common. Another epic, the Hailstorm, trigger happy. I think that's a insanely full auto version of the Hailstorm where it fires like half of its bullets at once. Very weird, but interesting. There's a rare tea time knife camo, quicksand, and the dreadnought. Rare EBR 800 and two rare emblems. Rare shoddy, some salvage, and digital onyx. We are 2/3 of the way through. Sorry. Tracer hand cannon, rare stud, both duplicates, and some salvage. Yep, 1,000 crypto keys to go. 1,000 crypto keys. Just imagine how much time that would take, and we've already gone through 2,000 of them. More tea time action. We've gotten that one before, as have we had Starry Night on knives. Get that cool bat emblem. There is a Volk legendary, a rare DMR1, and the digital FTL body. Common type 2. And a rare RPR Evo submachine gun, which we hadn't had before. Chameleon Phantom Head. All right. Pretty cool looking. Fibers on the sniper rifle, scratches on the submachine gun, and the Titan Common. All dupes. All dupes. Bring on the dupes. Another epic calling card this time. It's Saturn in Tron graphics. Scratches for both handguns and assault rifles, both of which we had. There's Autopsy, gross. Hostile Striker Head, which is a rare, and the legendary version of the Banshee, which was a dupe. We got 200 scrap out of that legendary duplicate. Pretty good. There's an R3K legendary. Roll the dice. I think that gives you a random perk or a random attachment when you spawn, and then a bunch of salvage and a common E-Rad. Hunter Reticle, pretty cool looking. Honeycomb, I think we might have had that. And, oh no, I guess not. And Come At Me, which we had. Tactical Pink, Submachine Gun. Legendary, Frown Town. A little frowny face for Mercs. And the E-Rad. There's another epic. We actually had that epic already, if you recall. And we got 400 scrap out of that duplicate epic. So in case you're wondering what you get from a duplicate epic, there you go. At least, well, around 400. We don't know. We can go lower or higher, but around 400. That's a psychedelic for sniper rifle camo. And some commons. There is the KBS Longbow rare and cool Molten shotgun camo, legendary. Legendary calling card, the Gulag, which I think we had already. Yep, 100. So you can see the range is pretty dramatic. We got another legendary earlier that gave us 200 scrap for the duplicate. It might be based on whether it's a calling card or a gun, may give you different duplicate rewards. I'm not entirely sure right now. There's a Titan rare. We got 60 duplicate on the camouflage as well. There's the Volk rare. Stud on submachine gun. Oh, cool reticle there. Reticles work across, we got a Warfighter body and the rare NV. Reticles work across all scopes. So if you get a reticle, it'll work on the scout rifle, on the like ACOG. It'll work on the holographic sight. I'm blanking on the name of the holographic sight, but it'll work on those. So you only have to unlock it once. It's not specific to guns or scopes, which is really neat. There's another reticle for us. We are down to 427. Very exciting. More dot pitch, more Starry Night. Rack 9. There's a Rack 9 legendary. Getting a lot of Rack 9s, and there's the EMC Mulligan rare. And the point gesture. Very rude, but okay, another epic. Kind of a weird wavy 90s thing going on. There's psychedelic for sniper rifles, which I think we had already. Yep. Yeah, I think it's based on what it is. So camouflage legendaries get you 100 for a duplicate, and guns get you 200. There's the Volk rare and the point gesture again, very rude, and salvage. We are down to our final 10. 10 packages left. There's an epic package of salvage for 125 salvage, dot pitch submachine gun camo, and more salvage. Rare Banshee, Mars, and Rowing on Titan calling card. Dupes. Lots of dupes. Getting close to the end. Envy, Reticle, and the Titan Phantom head. Oh, Phantom looks like Predator. That's pretty cool. stud camo, tactical pink, and the reavers, some dupes. Spectrum V2 on assault rifles, and something in my eye, which is super gross. There's a common Banshee, some salvage. Man. Cutthroat rare, and 2 commons. There's a phantom head there, Pripyat, which is a reference to Chernobyl, and the rare sniper rifle and scratches. Legendary, salvage, Ani, rare, and dot pitch. We've got one more box to open. Here it is. Give me something good. Boo, terrible. Okay, commons and a rare. All right, so let's take a look at what we got. All right, so I'm gonna skip past this initial part kind of quickly just so you can get a sense. So these are all the guns. I basically had no guns unlocked at the start of this. So any guns you see unlocked right now are guns that I unlocked just from opening packages. So it kind of gives you a sense of like how much we got out of opening 100 rare supply drops. You can see we got all of the K-bars there, a bunch of the NV4s, a bunch of the Volks. But you can see we got a lot. Not to mention all the salvage we got, which we could then use to unlock a bunch of this other stuff. So that's pretty handy, but I'm going to skip ahead to this part here, which is pretty interesting. So these are all guns that you can only get from supply drops. They are not craftable yet. They'll eventually become craftable, but right now you can only get them from supply drops, and we got none of them out of 100 rare supply drops. So maybe their drops aren't working. Maybe a newer version will be better, but yeah, after 100 of these, it did not make a difference. We did not get any of these M5TR guns. So that's kind of a bummer. They've got some cool exclusive camos on them and some interesting perks. I don't think they're overpowered. Some of them are kind of like goofy and silly, like the one that increases damage to crotch shots and decreases damage to headshots, which I feel like wouldn't necessarily be the most useful thing, but hey, what do you know? Okay, so we're going to go, actually, we are going to dip into some of the customization things that we unlocked. So I'm going to pop into create a class here. Actually, I'm going to show some of the calling cards we unlocked. So going down to Quartermaster, we can see these are all the calling cards that we got. These are just things that you can get from supply drops. These are commons at the top here, nothing super fancy. Some cool stuff, but you know, nothing to write home about. And then you can see the epics here. We got, wow. So we got 5 epic calling cards here, all animated. So all the ones at the bottom there are animated. And here are some emblems that we unlocked as well. I'm pretty sure none of these are epic. If they were, people would be kind of pissed off. But, you know, corn, that's kind of funny. All right, so now we are going to pop into create a class and check out the camouflages that I got. So you can see here, that's quicksand. Cool looking. Next up is stud. And again, like if you unlock this, it'll work on any of the assault rifles if you unlock it for assault rifles. So there's spectrum there. Tactical pink, very cool. I like pink. Very manly color. And then there's onyx, digital onyx, and dot pitch. Dot pitch is cool. You can kind of not see it from this far away, but up close it looks neat. There's Colossus, which I really like. That's obviously inspired by the X-Men character. Spray paint, nothing to write home about. Just sort of like blah. And then scratch is kind of the same deal. It's just kind of effed up, but not really that interesting to look at. All right, so we're going to have to bounce to another weapon type for me to show off some of the other camouflage. Apart from Jagged. Jagged I just got from leveling up one of the mission teams, so everyone will get that. It's very common. But it's not bad. It's very bright and shiny. It actually blinds me a few times when I try playing it, so that's maybe not the most useful, but hey. Yeah. So let's bounce back to some of the other weapon types so we can see some of the camouflages here. Launchers, we can see some other camouflages. There's quicksand, which we've seen. Tactical pink, we've seen that. Fibers, which we haven't seen yet. So there's fibers. Fibers looks cool. I like it. And there's Golden Dragon, which looks really cool. I love the look of Golden Dragon. And then scratches, blah. Blah, scratches, blah. That's all we say to you. Okay, checking out the submachine guns now. Again, a bunch of duplicates here, but we got Stud, which we've seen before. Tactical pink. Looks pretty good on that gun, actually. Fibers also looks pretty cool on that gun. Digital onyx, which I find disconcerting. Dot pitch. Here comes Honeycomb, which we haven't seen yet. There's Honeycomb, well, looks like Honeycomb. Golden Dragon. And Starry Night, one of my favorites. There's Starry Night. It looks like the stickers you put on your ceiling that glow. Scratches. All right, popping into another weapon. Here is light machine guns. We got Stud, which we've seen. A bunch of these we've seen already. You could just check them out, what they look like. Golden Dragon again, pretty cool. Man, Golden Dragon looks great on everything. There's Digital Onyx, which doesn't. And then Colossus again looks really cool. And Starry Night. Scratches. And here comes, this is pistols, more Stud, more Spectrum. I don't think this, oh, Tea Time is new. So you guys haven't seen Tea Time yet. If you haven't, that's what it looks like. It's like a Japanese art kind of inspired thing. Very cool looking. Tea Time looks great in game too. It just looks very, very neat. I'm looking forward to unlocking that in the actual final game and not on this crappy debug machine that I don't get to use. There's Psychedelic. Pretty predictable there. Fibers, Digital Onyx, Honeycomb. I think we've seen the rest of these so far. Yeah, Honeycomb. So what's interesting is that actually not all of the camos, even though we're seeing like a lot of names of locked camos, not all of them are listed here. I unlocked a camo in the main game called Death. I believe it's called Death, and it's definitely not listed here. So even if it's not listed, you might still get some of these camos, or they might have added camos since this version of the game came out. This is obviously a debug version of the game. There's Stud. Molten is new. We'll get on to Molten there. I think there might be a little animation on Molten. I'm not sure. But it does look neat. Tea Time we've seen, but like kind of a better look than the sniper, than the pistol. Scratches, spray paint. The huge. And classic, we don't have any of the classic guns unlocked, unfortunately. And that's pretty much it for guns. So that's all the camouflages that I unlocked. And now we are going to drop into combat rigs. So within the combat rigs, we can see some of the personalization stuff that I unlocked. This is the Merc. Actually, we're going to start with the Warfighter. This is the Warfighter. And here are some of the heads that the Mercury, Biohazard, and Veteran. Veteran's cool. I like that. Simple, but neat. So I'm going to move over to multiplayer you just earn from playing. There's Neptune, which is a Quartermaster skin. Kind of a blue look to it. And you can see some of the gestures as well. These gestures carry over and work for all characters. So you only have to unlock it once. Which is nice, and ditto for taunts. Taunts you only have to unlock once. For humans, for the robot, I think he has exclusive taunts. So I think that's the synaptic, and he has his own taunts. But you can see most of these are pretty much similar to the taunts that we saw in Black Ops 3 when it launched. Nothing super interesting to write home about. Here's the customization for the Merc. We got that frowny face, Dreadnought, and Hazard Pay. Hazard Pay is cool. I like that. And over here we have a few customization options. I really like Riot. It's kind of like a police outfit, which is neat. Moving over to Synaptic. There's a Synaptic head, Black Widow, pretty neat. And no chest pieces for the Synaptic, unfortunately. Once again, these are all similar taunts that we saw before. Same. Nothing new. Nothing to write home about. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, I can't show off some of the later classes, some of the later rigs, which I hadn't unlocked by the time I opened all these packages. Some of them require like level 45 and above. But that kind of gives you a sense of what you would get if you went ahead and opened 100 rare supply drops. Obviously, in gameplay, in normal gameplay without like double keys and stuff like that, you're talking, I would easily say, hundreds of hours. I don't think I ever came close to opening that many rare supply drops in Black Ops 3, and I played a ton of that game. So kind of gives you a sense. Obviously, they're going to be adding new weapons, new camos, all sorts of new stuff as this game goes along. But right at launch, if you were to open that many supply drops, that's probably something similar to what you would get. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed watching this. Take it easy.
Hardware.